Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in this Introduction to Fusion 360 video series. So in this video, I'm going to go through the project that we're going to be working on for the assignment, give you a basic rundown of what the project is, and then the different parts that you'll need to be making. And then we will set up our project so that it has all the additional components that you don't need to design yourself, but set up your workspace so that you're ready to create the assembly when that time comes. So the project that this assignment is based around is a little kind of toy car that we designed, and the way it works is it's built out of several different types of parts. Some parts are handmade using woodworking, some parts are laser cut, and some parts are 3D printed. And then there's a variety of off-the-shelf components and electronics as well. So it's kind of a really good case study on some of the projects that you might be making in this class and for future classes. And it kind of gives a rundown of a lot of different important design for manufacturing, design for assembly, tips and tricks that you need to know when you're designing your parts. So the three parts that you're going to be making in this assignment are the chassis base, which is made out of MDF, which is kind of like a type of wood, the sidewall part, which is going to be laser cut, and the motor housing, which is 3D printed. The rest of the parts are provided to you in the form of a Fusion 360 archive file, which is available on Canvas. So to start, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a new project. So go to the data panel, press this little home button, and select new project. You can name this project anything you want, but I'm just going to call it car. Hit enter, and now you can see we've got a fresh workspace to work in. I'm going to close the existing car model. Alright, so now I need to import the Fusion 360 archive. So to do so, hit the File button and then Open. Currently, I have the additional components archive file on my desktop. So you can see here, additional components. It's a .f3z, which is that Fusion 360 archive file. Like I said, that's available on Canvas, so go ahead and select that and hit Open. Now this is going to take a couple minutes, but hit Upload. And you'll be able to see all the different components have been put together into a single assembly so that they'll all import nicely. And then we're going to take all those components, put them into some folders to make our project a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so now all the parts have completed uploading. And you can see on the left here all the different parts and their thumbnails. So we can go ahead and close this window. And what we're going to do is we're going to create 4 different folders that hold these parts just to clean everything up so we're not looking at 30 different parts all in one window. So hit New Folder. The first folder is going to be hardware. This is for all the off-the-shelf hardware. The next folder is going to be for custom parts, electronics, and another folder for subassemblies. Okay, so we need to now put all these parts into their corresponding folders. So all of these parts are McMaster-Carr parts, which is a great site for finding off-the-shelf hardware, and it ships really quickly, which is nice. So you can see these are the model numbers for those parts. So just select, hold down Control, and we're going to select all these screws, nuts, the shafts, and the insert. We're going to right-click and move them into hardware. Okay, And then we're going to take, for the electronics, we're going to take the Arduino Uno, the battery case, and the motor. Right-click, move those into electronics. Then for our custom parts, this is going to be the axle gear, electronics holder, gear mount, gear 1, pinion gear, spacer 1 and 2, and the wheel. Gonna move that into custom parts. And that just leaves our assemblies. You can go ahead and delete this additional components assembly. It's kind of just a package that holds all the other assemblies so that you can import it as a single part. So go ahead and just delete this. And then we can move all of these sub-assemblies into the sub-assemblies folder. So none of these are necessary steps, or creating the folders are not necessary steps, but it does make it a lot easier to find the given part that we're working with, and it just makes it a lot cleaner. I would recommend using some sort of folder structure like this when you're working on assemblies that have more than just a few parts. Okay, now we've got our workspace all set up, and that's going to be the end to video 2. In the next video, we'll start making the sidewall part. Thanks for watching.